What's going on, guys? Ken and Clark here from Remodel Favor. And in this video, I really just wanted to show you what's possible when you put the right offer in front of the right audience with the right message, right? Or with the right funnel, if that makes sense. And so essentially a little background is I just want to show you really what we're doing in order to get home edition leads for a residential remodeler out in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And so I'll just go over one campaign specifically, right? And to get home edition leads, a lot of people go to Angie, Thumbtack, or maybe they try Google Ads. But with Angie and Thumbtack, obviously that's a third-party source. The leads aren't yours; they're shared. You're competing on price, and there's a very good likelihood that a lot of times they're just not going to pick up the phone, right? Or maybe it's a fake duplicate lead, right? Now with Google Ads are great. We run them all the time. Now, those tend to be more expensive, and there are only so many people in your service area right now who are looking to get a home edition done, but also are actively searching on Google in order to get a home edition or a room edition done, right? So just to kind of go over the campaign right here, what we're running essentially is an estimator funnel or a calculator funnel, which essentially, when you think about the homeowner's buying journey, when they're deciding on a remodel project or any sort of new construction, 97% of them are thinking, do I want to even do this? That's like the very top of the funnel. That's where they start. What area of my home do I want to do this? And then they go to, all right, what's the design going to look like? Now, once they figure out what the design's going to look like or what their project might look like, then they move further toward the bottom or sort of the middle area where they ask themselves, all right, what's this thing going to cost? And then once they realize what it's going to cost, or they have a rough idea in their head of the investment needed, that's when they ask themselves, all right, who can I trust or who's credible to bid this job? And that's basically the bottom of the funnel. Now, where a lot of GCs and remodelers go wrong is they only focus on that bottom of the funnel segment of the market where there's very limited supply, it's very competitive, and it's really, really tough to even compete because everybody's competing on price. Ever since COVID, or especially in 2024, just speaking with hundreds of residential contractors who focus on remodeling, it's very tough out there right now. And so, especially with such a big ticket item like home edition leads, it's very tough. And so really with this campaign, what we're going for is we're taking a small step up in the funnel and going after the people who are thinking to themselves, what's this going to cost? Or what would be the estimate for my possible home edition project, right? And so this way, it's a whole lot less competitive. There is a bigger market size. And also, once we capture them, since we're capturing them at an earlier stage of the buying journey, we're able to nurture and control the sales process from, that initial interest to getting a ballpark estimate to eventually closing the contract and starting the build, right? So you'll see right here with this estimator funnel, what we've achieved is, out of $792 spent, we've gotten 38 leads, which comes out to around $19.20 per lead. All right. That is super cheap, super low cost, especially going after a big ticket item like home editions. And you'll see right here, a lot of people, in order to even get this sort of lead costs, right? You have to run some super discounted offer, and they have to direct them to an instant form where there's no friction and they can basically become a lead in 2 clicks. And you'll see with this one, they have to go through about 10 questions, all right? 10 questions on what they would exactly like done with their remodel project. And then once they answer those, once they see kind of the ballpark accurate estimate, that's when they become a lead, right? So not only are they answering 10 questions, but they also see a realistic price tag and they still become a lead, right? Now, if we didn't show that price tag, could we get more leads? Yes. This lead cost right here would probably half. It would literally probably half, and the lead cost would probably be $9. Now, what would that do to the lead quality? However, the lead quality was significantly dropped because they're not seeing that realistic price tag, right? So instead of doing that, we give them the realistic price tag without having them give us their contact info, because, a lot of times too, that'll just piss people off. And so they get the realistic price tag. And then if they want a free concept design plan, or, a free, in-home consultation, that's when they can become a lead. And so as far as the targeting goes, the targeting is it's somewhat basic, right? So this guy is in Atlanta, and obviously in Atlanta, there are good parts and there are not so good parts. And so he kind of told me, focus on the area that's above a certain freeway. All right. I'm not too familiar with Atlanta, but luckily this guy gave me amazing context. And he basically said, like, hey, anything above this freeway right here, that's where the money is. That's where it's good. And so what we did was we focused on those zip codes who, are more likely to be his ideal clients and more likely to actually want to do something like this, right? That's kind of the targeting. And as for the age group, we always focus on anywhere from 30 to 65 as far as the age group, because those are the prime earning years of these homeowners. All right. Now, as far as the ads go, I'm not going to show you the exact ad because a lot of people will just straight up copy and steal. But, essentially the ad, it almost doesn't look like an ad, right? And that's really, it doesn't even matter if you're running a calculator funnel like I am right here, or if you're going after that small 3%, or kind of what advertising you're doing, especially on Meta, so Facebook and Instagram. The more you make your ad not look like an ad, the better it is going to perform. All right. It's kind of an interesting, it's kind of an interesting factor, right? So, and especially with remodeling, a lot of people, they want to go with the most trusted, best reviewed, most convenient remodeler out there. And they want to also feel like he's local. So local in the sense where it's not like a giant company with 50 offices, a bunch of billboards, and it's like, a kitchen with their huge logo and a huge price tag and all these other features. They just want it, they just want to go with really the most trusted, best reviewed guy. And obviously, as well, see their gallery or some previous project photos. All right. So with that, while we're going after the people who are thinking, what's it going to cost? We're also showing some previous project photos that this guy has done. And so specifically for this, we did a collage. So it was 4 pictures in total, right? Just a square collage. Showing some previous finished home editions done. And essentially we just say, hey, what would it cost, to expand your home, or what would it cost to build your dream home edition? You can get an accurate quote within 2 minutes. If the price works for you, we'll offer a free in-home design consultation so you can visualize what it would look like before we start construction. All right. So people love that. It's very fast, right? They can get that price tag fast because it's within 2 minutes. And if it works with them, we reach out to them and actually contact them for that in-home consultation appointment. All right. So they see the ad, they click on the landing page, and essentially they go through, like I said, I'm not going to show you the landing page, but the idea is we don't really give anything else away in the landing page besides the estimator, right? Because if you have, a bunch of blogs in there, or other pages, or all this other unnecessary stuff on the landing page, especially if people are on social media, they can become easily distracted and lose focus on what's the primary goal here, right? The primary goal is to get leads. So why would you add anything other than your lead magnet in your advertising? So whenever they click on it, all that's brought to them is the main headline. What would it cost to build your addition? Answer a few questions. And then it's the estimator tool right there, ready to go. And as they keep answering questions, the price tag keeps going up until they get to the very end, where then they can become a lead, right? So I just wanted to quickly show this video right here because it's been pretty insane, the results we've gotten. I mean, 38 home edition leads, $18 a piece. We just started at Kitchen One as well. So we'll see how that one does. But yeah, a bunch of home edition leads, 38 in total. And even if you copied everything that we're doing here, there's still a lot that goes into it, right? There is the follow-up. There's, there's the calling from the internal sales agents, the follow-up, personalized texts and emails. And, you have to really make sure that you maximize the efficiency of these campaigns, because if you don't, then these leads right here will just be left to rot. They'll forget the price tag that they got. They'll forget that they even opted into the ad in the first place, right? So even if you copied everything, you still have to, reach out and follow up within 5 minutes, and make your marketing as profitable as possible. All right. So this is Cannon from Remodel Favor. I hope this was somewhat valuable for you, and you got to see, the power of advertising and putting the right offer in front of the right market, and really what you can do, especially in today's competitive market with remodeling and new construction. So anyway, other than that, that is all for the video. And if you're a licensed general contractor or remodeler capable of building these projects, and you want our systems implemented into your business so you can get these kind of results, then there's some more info in the description on that. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video.